What's going on, world? I go by the name of Tumah,
And it's your boy Senchou.
and we're here again with another episode. Episode 4. Shared seat. What's
Yes.
going on, man?
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Can't complain. Nobody listens to a complainer.
As you already know, we gotta start off tradition with another quote. Today's quote is by Tim Ferriss. Focus on being productive, not busy. With that being said, I have to say this. We understand that everybody's life is busy. You have things you have to do, things you have to focus on, and things that you need to get done. But if you know that there's a special task that you need to get done, please find time to make time and get it done. Be productive,
Be productive.
not busy.
Yeah, being productive and not busy. I think I've been taking that. Once we start discussing that topic or even that quote, it's been hitting me like a ton of bricks. The concept of being productive in comparison to busy. A lot of people spend their time on their phones, or you can do a bunch of different things to be busy, but out of the 5 hours that you spent being busy, what did you really accomplish? Like, how productive were you really? And being productive starts off with your morning routine. Like, just waking up in the morning, you got to think productively. So a good cheat code for productivity is starting your morning off good. So what's some of your morning routines? My morning routine, ultimately, when I start my day, I like to put myself in a good mind frame to think about what I'm going to be doing. But before my feet hit the floor, I take the time to pray. You know, I sit with my daughter and we pray in the morning.
Nice,
So,
that's
you know,
beautiful.
You know, give a little
Get the
salutations.
foundations
and-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
nice.
starts my day off and it gives me a little bit of extra motivation, at least a good mental space to start my day with. What
Nice.
about you?
When I wake up in the morning, I just go straight to brush my teeth, drink some water, do a couple push-ups, go walk the dog, and then that's my time for a little clarity. And then, go straight to work. And I have been finding myself lately waking up a little earlier than I normally do,
Righteous.
And in that time, I get a little more done that I wouldn't do if I woke up how I was waking up before.
Righteous. They say that's a cheat code for productivity as well. Waking up the same time every day. Like, I got a problem with doing that. Even though ultimately I do wake up around the same time every day, but maybe I should invest in an alarm clock or something like that, because I just, the mornings waking up, I have a little person. So when my daughter wakes up, or when I'm waking up with my daughter, it's easy to get up because she slaps me around to wake me up. But
Oh, damn. She's like, Daddy.
yeah, it's morning
Wake
time.
up.
All right, come on, let's pray real quick. But to be productive in the morning, to start off your day every day around the same time, it helps because you don't have to force yourself to get up. Now you can slowly, gradually wake yourself up, which would be way better than shocking and rushing because you can't really properly think about how your day is going to be. So take the time to pick a time to wake up consistently every morning so you can get a gradual wake up instead of a forced rush.
Yeah, and just to add to that, if you could, take a moment, 30 seconds, a minute, to zen yourself. Because before you step out that door, you want to make sure that you're good enough to deal with the outside world and the people around you. Because, hey, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you're feeling like crap, you're going to spread that energy to whoever's around you. And you may not want to because it'll get taken in the wrong way. So please, take a moment for yourself.
Yeah, don't.
Woosah, 1, 2, 3, maybe your favorite song, drink your favorite coffee or your favorite drink, have your favorite breakfast. Listen to something that'll help you out, you know what I'm saying?
Righteous. Don't wake up and grab your phone. Don't be a slave to your phone because you're going to be bombarded with all the things that the rest of the world, the World Wide Web, has to offer.
Filler noise.
Yeah, all that filler noise.
White noise.
You wake up, like you said, take a zen moment or a second to at least acknowledge your day starting before you go and look at the commercials and start death scrolling all the way down on your phone. It's just
You know what's even deeper on that? Our phones. I don't know if it happens to y'all phones, but on my phone, it lets me know how much hours I spent in the week per day looking at or scrolling on my phone, and it breaks it down by times. So it lets me know that, hey, you've been spending X amount of hours doing this. Maybe you should focus on something else.
Right. I feel bad when I see them hours.
Like, damn.
This is what I was doing all day. Oh, yeah. That sucks.
Damn.
Another thing you could do in the morning, which is very important, is hydrate.
Yes.
Hydrate. Get that.
Drink
get your
something.
gut ready. Don't drink Kool-Aid and don't drink a bunch of juices. If you could, drink some water.
Yes.
If you could, get some tea. So, I got some dandelion tea.
Okay.
Got some lion's mane tea.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So get you some tea, something to
Going
get
back
your,
to the
your
earth
system.
with that
yeah,
one.
you got to get your systems rolling and hydrated properly before you
Yes.
just start. Of course, brush your teeth, do those aesthetics and all that things. But before you go eat this big greasy meal, drink some water. Get your
Yes.
system started and hijacked before you start your day off with all the bull crap.
Hydrate and get a little zen in your morning.
Right.
And we say that to say this, because if you tackle those two things, then you can figure out a way to overcome the procrastination that's about to happen after, because you don't want to get your tasks done.
Right.
We all do it. I do it sometimes. You gotta admit when you gotta be accountable.
Righteous. Procrastination, it's a tricky
Very tricky.
little devil, isn't it? Because a lot of people don't recognize the procrastination or even understand what procrastination is and why you do it. There's so many different reasons for people to procrastinate. It could be fear of failure. It could be the fear of not getting it perfect. But procrastination will ultimately hinder and freeze. What is it? Not freeze. What's the right word? It's just like it'll halt.
It'll halt. That's
halt
exactly
you. It'll stop
what it is.
all your ambitions. And 10 times out of 10, it's just your own mind forcing you to think of everything else you got to do instead of what you need to do. So
Hey,
my father used to say, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. So, interesting.
Hey, a piece of advice I can impart is block time for yourself. Take 10 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, work it up to 2 hours at that. A segment of time in your day where you specifically set it for that task or goal, and you can focus on getting it done.
Righteous. That's
Small steps leads to a big progress.
righteous. Another thing that'll help you with the procrastination, like you mentioned, taking big projects and breaking them down into smaller projects. So if you look at the whole project in a whole, you'll say, damn, I don't want to do all this stuff. But if you minimize the things and you do little things at a time, it'll get the whole project done. There's a book Will Smith just wrote. Shout out to Will Smith. He wrote a book, and inside of his book, he explained how him and his brother had to build this wall in his basement for his father. Every summer, they had to go work on this wall. So he was upset about having to build this wall. And his father said, don't think about the wall. Focus on one brick. So if you focus on making that one brick perfect, in time, the whole wall will be built.
Yes.
So that'll also help you with the procrastination. Don't think about the big project at hand. Think about that one brick at a time.
Yes.
Then the whole thing will get done.
Yes, I agree. Don't overwhelm yourself. You got this.
Also, on the other side of that, with procrastination, if you got a lot of things to do, you should focus on the hardest thing first. Focus on the big task or the thing that may be the most difficult. Because usually, if you get through that first and things are a lot easier afterwards, like that's the big part.
Make a list. Put the hardest thing at the top, and once you get that out the way, everything else is going to be as smooth as butter.
Right. So roll downhill at that point. So if you're gonna, you should definitely write a list. Like you said, prioritize hardest to easiest or most important to least important, and try to tackle the most important things first. What's going on, everybody? We just want to take a second to highlight some of our sponsors.
Smoke by Asia, where you can get premium smoking accessories and information on live green events, as well as the Red Door Creative Space.
Yeah, if you're looking for a place to host your next creative venture, make sure you check out their automated booking site at trdcreativespace.com.
Peace.
So we started with waking up in the morning and doing some physical activities, maybe getting out,
Getting hydrated. Getting some zen for yourself.
You definitely have to nourish yourself. We talked about not eating the greasy stuff, but we never said anything about what we're supposed to eat. So get you some fresh fruits and vegetables. Like, there's nothing wrong with that to start your stomach off. Take a good shit. Like, if you're eating greens, you're going to have a good shit. If you're eating veggies, you're going to have a good shit. You want to have a good, like, instead of this stuff that's going to clog your arteries. And I'm preaching to the choir because I'm a cheeseburger French fry guy. I do it all day, but I know the importance of it. So now I'm drinking my dandelion and lion's mane tea. Get my life
I
right.
feel you to a degree, but I'm like, get that cheap meal. Who gives a fuck?
I hear you.
As long as you work it out. R.I.P. my boy Tice. He's always said that to me. You can eat whatever you want as long as you work it out.
I can agree with that. I also know we are what we eat.
That's also very true.
So, you know, if you're going to be a cheeseburger, if you're going to be a burger, you're going to be a burger. If you want to be, ultimately they say, well, in history it's been shown that some of the top triathlons or people that do these crazy mile races and then jumping and the swimming and all, they were vegans. Some of the strongest people, that had the most endurance and most energy, didn't eat meat at all. Now, I'm not saying do all that. I'm just saying the importance of a good balanced breakfast in the morning for your mind to get yourself productive and get yourself ready for the day.
Yes, and a good meal throughout the day. Because, that will also help with being productive in other areas. Because, example, I just want to go back to the phone real quick because that's a major distraction to productivity in our life right now. Turn your phone off. Well, I understand most people can't turn it off. Put it on DND. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Hey, there's even deeper. You know how when you drive and then it shows that, hey, I'm driving right now, I can't get to my phone? You could put a away message on there and let people know that you're in the middle of studying or you're in the middle of working out. I'll get back to you in an hour. Yeah, some people might hit you. It might be a little urgent. I get it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they'll understand that you're a little busy and you're setting the time aside to get what you need to get done.
Righteous. So with identifying procrastination, that's the important part. You got to know when you're procrastinating and why you're procrastinating.
Yes.
So you can get over that hill and get to it, get successful, and be productive ultimately. Here's some practice strategies for procrastination, and it can help you get past that. There's this thing called deep work. Now, what deep work is, it adds those ideas of turning your phone off, getting away from people, maybe getting the quiet space, and really locking in. The deep work is when you're in the zone, like the shoe guy said, when you see the foam, I'm in the zone. So
message.
So you got to get in a zone for that deep work. And some people focus like that, especially me personally. When I'm doing projects or working on something, editing or doing music, I need to zone out. I can be making a beat and be there for 3-4 hours. And it feels like the time just flies like that because I lock in and I get into my deep work.
Yes.
So that could help with your procrastination and
also finding a nice space.
Finding a space
that can help you in your zone. Example, I know that I can't be in my house when I'm working because I'll get distracted by the video game. I'll get distracted by the TV or something else, and I won't want to focus on what I'm doing. Go outside. Go to the coffee shop. Go to the library. Changes your mindset to focus on the task that you need to get done.
Righteous.
Yeah.
Set deadlines.
Yes, major.
Setting deadlines will help you with your goals. When you set a deadline, it helps you not procrastinate because you say to yourself, hey, I have to get this done by then. So, yeah, you may procrastinate a little bit, or you may be a little bit more wise with your time because you know you set a specific time to get things done. So don't just say it'll happen when it happens. It'll never happen. But if you set a goal with a deadline, 9 times
and to add on that,
get there.
And to add on that, get an accountability partner.
Pause.
Let somebody hold you accountable for the goals that you want to get done.
Righteous.
There are people around you that care about you. There are people around you that know the potential that you have within you, and they know you can achieve all your goals. Just talk to them a little bit and say, hey, check in with me after X amount of time and make sure that I'm still on task. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Accountability partners, man, they here for a reason.
Absolutely.
Like this guy, he's my accountability partner.
Yeah, sometimes get it done.
Gotta crack the whip.
He get it done, though. He works hard. So another thing that can help us is an acronym we use. Is called SMART. Now, SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So if you base all your goals around the SMART acronym, it'll be a lot clearer vision for you and a easier transition to getting your day done, getting your project done, and reaching your goals. So, SMART.
Write it down, too. Don't put it down. Don't put it in your phone, because that's a distraction. You're going to look at your phone and try to get these notes and goals down. Be a little old school. Write it down on a piece of paper.
I'm a lot of old school. Like, I write everything down. Like, it's important. Like, for me to really remember it and to keep it with me, like I have to write on a piece of paper and put it in my pocket. So anytime I touch my pocket, even if I don't open that paper up, I'll remember what's on that paper. But if I write it in my phone, there's everything in the phone. So it's like, you don't even think about looking in the space we
Yo. On a deep thought, just thinking about it like that, you're saying that is when you write it down, you remember it's because your writing is unique to you. Right. Like your writing is a part of, like your DNA, your fingerprints unique to you, your DNA is unique to you. Your writing is unique to you.
Your signature?
So your signature is unique to you. Yes, people could copy it, but guess what? It's a copy. It's not that person. Right? When you type in it,
it's still not there. It's there, but
it's not unique to you.
Right.
Because anybody could type in it. It could be like, how can you tell who it is? Like if I wrote it down, same font, all system. But if I write it down, that you could tell that's him. That's why somebody's physical signature is worth so much.
Right.
After they pass.
I agree. That makes perfect sense. I also feel like once you write something down, once it comes from your mind and you grab a pen or a pencil and put it on a piece of paper, you physically created it. You physically brought it into this dimension.
Yes.
Somewhere. Now it starts in the ethers in your mind, and then you translate it to a 2D or 1D, dimension, and then on a 2D line, you say so. You're creating it when you actually bring it into this dimension by writing it down.
What you said to me before? He said bars. Message. He said you think it in your mind and you feel it in your heart and you create it with your hands and your feet.
Yeah, that's the science. That's the secret trinity. Yeah, that's the secret trinity.
Bars.
If you want to be a perfectionist and all these things, you're probably going to procrastinate. You're probably going to be a little less productive in your perfectionism. Perfectionism? That's the word, right? All right. But everything may not be perfect, but getting it done and starting it is the big thing. Like we said about success, it's that start. Like the starting is the hardest part.
Yes, it is.
But once you get past that start, everything will flow. So, learning your triggers, knowing why you want to procrastinate and what makes you do that is important. Getting to the start of it and picking up some healthy habits in the process of getting your goals met is imperative for productivity.
Yes.
In my opinion.
One small step leads to one big leap.
Righteous. Or like my brother Ola said, big keys open big doors. So get to it.
Or you can have the fucking master key, the skeleton key. Get it anywhere.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere. All right. Here's a theoretical question, right? Theoretical, I think is the right word. So, boom. So, is it more important to be a big fish in a little pond or a little fish in a big pond? I know this has nothing to do with anything we talk about, but it's an interesting question. There's no right or wrong. It's all about perspective.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, because it depends on the size of the pond. Because if you're that big fish in the small pond, you could have ate everything and there's nothing left for you to eat.
Right. Okay.
But if you're that small fish in the big pond,
You'd only get bigger.
you'd only get bigger. You could go anywhere you want, but you have to worry about more things, like more predators.
The bigger fish.
The bigger fish, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you have more freedom to move around.
Very true. All right, let me ask another question that's complete. I know we ain't supposed to ask questions.
I know, but I'm with the deep shit.
All right, cool. All right, so boom. So, if you can have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
Damn, you making me think of anime powers and shit and all that.
Anime counts. It's all. Yeah. Anything. Superpower. Anything.
Oh shit.
If you could have any superpower in the world,
I'd have the Sharingan from Naruto.
what does that do?
Basically, you could read anybody and anything, and you know how to react to any type of situation just off a visual. It also gives you the ability to create illusions and shit, create fire and all that.
Okay. I don't think I want to read. I don't want to read people's minds. Or anything.
No, not read people's minds.
Oh, not like that. Like aura.
Yeah, the aura in their energy.
Oh, that's valid. That's valid.
Right.
You could damn near do that already. I mean, you ever feel somebody walk in the room and just the room light up, or somebody walk past and you just
but
feel.
there's also other people that are very well at hiding their true intentions.
Righteous, but when you're in tune, you feel it.
Yeah,
whether they admit it or not, you feel it. 85% of communication is nonverbal.
I would say about fucking 95% of the communication is nonverbal.
And the other 5, you can't tell what motherfucker saying anyway. So, all right.
Yo, on that thought, common sense ain't common because everybody's frame of reference for common is their sense.
Bars.
Yeah, that's common sense ain't common because everybody's common sense is different. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Common sense ain't common. And, in a crazy world, you don't want to be as common as the world is because a lot of crazy shit happened in this common world.
Big facts.
So, with that being said, it was a good shared seat today.
Facts. You already know, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4 of A Shared Seat. Yeah. It's your boy, Senchou.
Your boy Tumah. Before we leave, make sure you go check out Smoke by Asia. They got the best accessories for all your smoking needs, as well as they got all information on live green events.
As well as check out trdcreativespace.com.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Red Door.
Yeah.
Shout out Smoke by Asia.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Peace.